Hello Virgo, and welcome back to your May 2019 reading. This is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Now if you haven't seen your April reading, it was kind of end of April leaking into May, so if you guys need to go back and watch that one, please do so that way you could catch up with the current energies that are going on right now. I have like this sudden feeling of pain when I'm doing your reading, as I was grabbing for your energy, as I was pulling your energy. Virgo, I feel this like intense amount of unfairness that you've been through. I feel like you feel as though there was some sacrifice that you have put into your life. And this month I see the Ace of Pentacles reversed, okay? That's currently what is going on right now. There's something that you would like to start financially, or maybe there's something that you had started and it's kind of flipped upside down. But it could be also that the finances are down too. It could be that you're not having enough of the money that you're wanting to have for some kind of special project that you want to do, or enough of the support financially, or whatever it is. There's a bright, beautiful idea that you have and you wish you had more help with it for your project, for your goal, for your dream, for your job. I feel like you wished you had more people conspiring with it. But in the meantime, Virgo, I feel like you're taking some time to think about it and be by yourself, contemplating on what you could do. I feel like you might be thinking that being by yourself is going to add more to your plate, but it's actually reducing it as far as when the finances go through, because I think that there's some kind of understanding that you don't have right now. Whereas if the love is there already, that could actually pick up your finances for you. But the thing is that I get the feeling that you want to be by yourself, so that way you can think of how you can collect more love, and that way you can get, your finances straightened out later on in that order. But I feel like you don't understand that the love has to be there in order for you to start anything. And you being alone is not going to allow you to experience that blessing that you need financially, so that way you could be motivated into having what you want. I feel like when you're alone by yourself, you're getting this idea that you can have a better idea to be more financially stable. But what you don't understand is being with people, being around people is going to make you more financially stable. And healing your heart will get you there. What crowns you right now, meaning what are you thinking about? What are your thoughts about? What do you mainly think about? You want to manifest something. You've been wanting to have the strength for it. You think that you don't have all the tools for it. You feel like you need courage, you need that fire, you need that zest, you need that energy, you need the finances, you need the support, but it's all flipped upside down. I feel like you have the idea, but you just don't have the elements that you need around you. In the distant past, there was something that you were thinking about. There's a wish that you have. You've been really wanting to manifest it for such a long time. I feel like maybe this is something that you haven't even really talked about to people. Something that you could have kept to yourself, but it's something that you've been working on for a very long time, because it's in the distant past, a wish that you have. In the recent past, you've been thinking about all the options and the choices that you have to get to that wish that you have. I feel like maybe it wasn't towards a specific person, and it was more towards a goal than a person. But in the near future, you're staying stagnant into your own situation. You're going to try to sit there to try to fix whatever is going on, what you already have, because you have some good memories with your past. Virgo, I see that the finances are dropping with whatever you're doing. So if you notice that your money is declining when you're doing a certain thing, start to notice that pattern, because you don't want to go in the pattern that you were going through previously before. Whether you were too generous with your heart, whether you were too generous with your finances, whether you were giving too much as far as stability. I know that you have some great fond memories, but you need to watch your expenditure, or make sure that it's an equal give and take. Because there could be some deceptive energies around you as far as you being very giving. Sometimes with certain people, there are two people in your life that maybe you have dealt with, Virgo, and you know, you look back at them and you're like, you know what, I am victorious, I am successful. And you try to tell these other two people the steps and the processes that you took. And I feel like no one listened, and I feel like you got the better end of the stick because you took your own path, but the other people were not as happy as the outcome of what happened in their life. And due to the lack of support, it felt more like competition with the other two people. That's why it doesn't feel as good as it should feel now. You know, there was some kind of outcome that you went through. There was an experience that you had with two specific people, and it wasn't as satisfying when you look back. You did get your own stability at the end of the day. You did get progress for yourself at the end of the day. But even though you're succeeding, when you look back at these two specific people, you're still hurting because they didn't fully succeed the way they should have in order for you to be as amazing as you would have been today. And I feel like these two people are going to affect you a little bit more in the near future. After that experience, you're going to start realizing that you cannot avoid whatever situation has happened in your life. You start realizing, I may need to be a little bit more supportive, or I may need to stick around and do something extra that I didn't think that I had to do. There could be someone, I have the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So after you sticking around, I have Six of Swords reversed. So it's like you sticking around, or you waiting to leave. You're not going to leave yet. But there's someone that you need to get a hold of. There's someone that you need to talk to. There's someone that has affected you. It could be a person with a male energy. It could even be a woman. But it's more of a masculine energy. This person can be a water sign. You're thinking negatively about them, or you need to reach out to them to get them better. Or they could be a very sick individual, or they could be a very emotional individual, or they've just driven themselves crazy. Or maybe you have a guilt towards this person, but it's a water sign. It could be a water sign. It's a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, or they could have this heavily in their chart. They could just be a very emotional, crybaby kind of person if they're not this specific sign. I feel like this person is not going to code towards you. This is a project that you're supposed to fix. It's a very emotional person, a person that's very emotional towards you. You're releasing the Devil card I have in reverse right after that. After you heal the pain and the ache with this person, if you actually really take my advice and heal what is broken, it's going to feel like some karmic debt is paid, and the devil will feel like it's reversed and released off you. It's really important that you listen, go back. Listen to April's reading. Go back. I really want to mention this to you. Go back to April's reading. It's leaking into May. I had to do it at the end. I'm understanding this now. There's some kind of karmic debt that's going to be paid. You have to go through this process, through this energy. Write down the notes of the energy if you want to. But the king, there could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio that's very important to you, Virgo. This person needs healing, and you can't avoid them because there's karmic debt that trickles down to the next person and the next person and the next person. It seems like 20 years could pass, 30 years could pass, 5 years could pass, 10 years could pass, 11 years can pass, 20 years can pass, 100 years can pass, and you can't avoid this emotional person. There is karmic debt that has to be paid. You have to deal with their emotions. I feel like once you unlock this emotional person, you start unlocking a lot of things that this negative energy had such a hold on, it's like it was grabbing everything it could grab, like a bad, dark entity just leeching onto you and everybody that you loved. There's a person that needs healing, Virgo. I'm being really serious with you. This is a karmic debt that has to be paid. You will never be around it. Once this is released, you have to understand why the justice was reversed. There could be a Libra that is heavily affected by the karma of this water sign that you're dealing with. This Libra, or this person that does not have their justice, has been heavily affected and heavily influenced by this water sign. So whoever, if you don't have a Libra in your life, or if you don't have justice in your life, it's because this, whatever the situation was with the sensitive soul, is not straightened out. I think I happened to mention something about your reading in the previous reading that I did for you before. I did it in nature. I had to get away from everything. I had to get away from Wi-Fi. I had to get away from cell towers. And that could be a message towards you, Virgo, right now. You need to get away from electronics. You could be really busy with work. You could be really busy with, like, analytical things that you need to deal with. You need to get away from that and start feeling your emotions, because I'm telling you, I feel like there's this, like, sick individual who is an emotional person that really needs your comfort and your support, but they need you on a more fair level. They need you on a level where you guys can come into an understanding with each other. If they're not a Libra, it could be a person that is heavily affected by things that were not fair to them at all. They constantly think about things that were not fair to them. And if they express this to you, then it could be a possibility that they feel like you're the only person that can give them justice. So if that's the case, you need to, and you know a Libra, then you need to let them express themselves so that way they can seek their justice. That's the reason why that they have not been offering you love. They've needed a lot of support from you. They're not a Libra, they're a person that needs lots of emotional support from you. They have been affected by a water sign heavily, and they look to you to take the karma off. So if there has been any generational karma, this will have to be straightened out through the water sign. Whoever this King of Cups is, this person is not in their right mind, or maybe their emotions are not in the right place. This person needs some correction, so that way there could be some correction either with this Libra that you're dealing with, or the justice that you have not had in your life, Virgo. But after this is cleared, you're going to have the love and support that you need. But I don't see you unlocking the love that you need and the support that you need until this karma is corrected. You're going to be blocked off of love until this emotional person is corrected. And it stems from the Libra that you dealt with previously before, Virgo. If you want more clarification with who this King of Cups is, this was a person that was possibly in your family or related to the Libra. If you are related to the Libra, there is an emotional person that's connected to that Libra. Or it could be a person that was, it could have been your lover, it could have been your parent, it could have been your child, or it could have been someone that's very heavily emotional, but you feel like this person is family to you. This person has heavily affected the person that has not had justice in their life. The reason for this person's existence, whether they're a Libra or not, was for them to bring out justice to the world. So you are their voice, Virgo. You are their voice. And you being a hermit will never allow you to break the silence. You need to get back there. You need to break the silence so that way your finances can increase again. So that way you can build your empire and be the magician that you always wanted to be. It's backwards. You don't have all your elements. You need all your elements, which are the people that you need to work with. If you get this person's justice back, you'll have more than enough. You'll have more than enough pentacles you need. Your entire stability will be set once you have the correct high frequency person that's supposed to be given justice in your life. Okay, Virgo? This is your reading for May 2019. Hope to see you guys soon. I love you very much. Please like, share, and comment, and hopefully we'll see you again next month. Take care.